The human condition, a grand, tragic comedy, always reaching, always grasping, chasing the illusion of something shinier, something better. It's almost like they think happiness lies just beyond their grasp, if only they could catch that next best thing. But here's the cruel joke, my friends. In their blind pursuit of what they believe they deserve, they leave behind what they can never replace. And that's you. The real jackpot. The once-in-a-lifetime deal they didn't even realize they had. But in their arrogance, they dismissed it. Dismissed you. Maybe you weren't loud enough. Maybe you weren't flashy enough. Or maybe, just maybe, you were too much for them to handle. They didn't understand that you weren't just good. You were the best. And the best doesn't beg. The best doesn't chase. No, the best stands still, calm and composed, watching as fools fumble their way out of greatness. They were too busy looking elsewhere to realize that what they had was unparalleled. It's almost tragic, isn't it? Watching them wander in circles, chasing ghosts while the real thing slips right through their fingers. But don't you dare pity them. No, let them search. Let them exhaust themselves in their endless pursuit of better, only for them to wake up one day in the arms of someone else and feel that familiar hollow ache, the slow burn of regret. Because here's the truth. You were the dream they never dared to cherish, the rare find they never understood. And now they're doomed to compare every fleeting connection, every empty conversation, to the masterpiece they foolishly discarded. Oh, the irony. They wanted more and ended up with less. They sought better, but found themselves drowning in mediocrity. Because people like you, they don't come around often. You're rare, a diamond that doesn't just shine, but illuminates everything around it. But instead of being captivated by your brilliance, they turned away, too blind to see the light. And now they're stumbling in the dark, haunted by the shadow of what they lost. They thought they could outsmart the universe, that they could trade something extraordinary for something better. But the universe has a wicked sense of humor, doesn't it? It always balances the scales. Every door they knock on remains shut. Every new person they meet, a pale comparison. Because how can anyone measure up to you? The answer is simple. They can't. It's almost comical when you think about it. They left you behind, thinking the grass was greener elsewhere. Now, they're stranded in a barren wasteland, clutching at weeds and pretending they're flowers. Let them live in that illusion, because deep down, they know. Oh, they know. They had something extraordinary, and they threw it away. And that knowledge, that's their punishment. Regret is a funny thing. It doesn't strike all at once. No, it creeps in slowly, like a shadow at dusk, until it consumes you entirely. They'll hear your name in passing, catch a glimpse of your face in a crowded room, and feel that sharp pang of loss. They'll replay the moments they shared with you, searching for where it all went wrong, not realizing the answer is staring them in the face. It went wrong the moment they underestimated you. But you're not here for their regret. You've moved on, built a life that doesn't include their empty promises or shallow affections. You've surrounded yourself with people who see your worth, who would never take you for granted. And that, my friends, is the ultimate victory. Because while they're stuck in the past, you're thriving in the present, building a future brighter than they could ever imagine. And let's be real, what is better anyway? Facade? A fleeting thrill? a distraction from the emptiness they feel inside, because that's all they're chasing now. Not someone like you. No, they're chasing a cure to the void you left behind. But here's the kicker. That void, it's permanent. You don't replace someone like you. They thought they were playing the game, but the joke's on them. You own the game. You make the rules. And the first rule? Once you walk away, there's no coming back. Oh, they'll try. They'll send messages, make excuses, spin tales of how they've changed. But it won't matter, because you're not the same person they left behind. You've grown, evolved, transformed. And they're still stuck in their cycle of mistakes. So let them sit in their regret. Let them carry the weight of their choices. It's not your burden to bear. You offered them the world, and they turned away. That's on them. And the beauty of it all? You never needed their validation. You never needed them to see your worth. It was never about them. It was always about you. And your worth, it stands on its own. Untouchable, undeniable. They'll tell themselves stories to ease the pain, convince themselves they made the right choice. But late at night, when the world is silent, the truth will come crashing down on them. They lost you. They lost the best thing that ever happened to them. And that realization, that's the kind of pain that doesn't go away. So, hold your head high. Walk with confidence. You are not someone's consolation prize. You are the grand prize, the main event, the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity they'll never get again. And while they're busy searching for what they'll never find, you'll be living your best life, free from their doubts, free from their games. But the story doesn't end there, does it? Number. Their regret festers, growing stronger with each passing day. Each laugh they hear, each fleeting moment of joy is shadowed by the thought of you, the one who got away, the one they let slip through their fingers. It's poetic, really, how the very joy they sought elsewhere now eludes them entirely. They're trapped in their own web, tangled in the threads of their own poor decisions, and every failed attempt at moving on, it only brings them closer to the bitter truth. They'll scroll through their memories, relive the laughter, the warmth, the sheer brilliance of your presence, and they'll feel that emptiness clawing at their insides. Oh, they'll try to ignore it, try to drown it out, but the ghost of you lingers. Your absence, it's louder than any noise they could conjure, because people like them, they rarely understand value until it's gone. And you were never disposable. You were irreplaceable. And now they live with that truth. So stand tall. Be proud. You're not their victim, not their second chance. You're the one who got away. And that, my friends, is the most beautiful revenge of all.